It's still June, so let's talk about pearls. Pearl is the second of the three birthstones for the month of June, alongside moonstone and alexandrite. They've been status symbols and signifiers of wealth for thousands of years. The oldest written record of pearls dates back to 2206 BC and is attributed to a Chinese historian. In the years leading up to the late 1400s, significant sources of pearls included China, Europe, Sri Lanka, and the Persian Gulf. Pearls come in an extremely wide variety of colors. The most common colors are white and cream, and black, gray, and silver are also common. However, pearls can come in every hue. The color can be modified by additional overtones of varying colors, and some pearls display a phenomenon called orient. This term refers to the shimmering colors that appear to move and glitter when turning a pearl. Unlike your typical gemstones, pearls are not formed in the body of the earth. Rather, they're formed in the mantle tissue of mollusks, such as oysters and mussels. When an irritant enters a mollusk's shell, it will secrete layers of aragonite and conchyolin, which additionally make up their shells. These materials in turn create a material called nacre, otherwise known as mother of pearl. The irritant, whatever it may be, is then encased by and entombed in the nacre, becoming, well, a pearl. The multiple thin layers of nacre reflect light, which causes the orient phenomenon. Anyway, pearls can be formed both naturally and through culturing. The processes are mostly the same, though natural pearls are formed without any human intervention. Cultured pearls, on the other hand, are created using mollusks raised specifically for the process. Two mollusks of the same species are involved in the process. One mollusk is used as a sacrifice, while another is used as a host. A technician takes mantle tissue from the sacrifice and inserts it, along with a shell bead, into the host's gonad. A sac is then formed and nacre is secreted inward onto the bead, which forms a pearl. Technicians can also insert several pieces of tissue into a host's mantle without beads. With this process, nacre forms around the individual pieces of tissue. Pearl culturing saw its first steps originate in China, though Japanese pioneers successfully created cultured pearls much later. Today, there are four major types of cultured pearls: Akoya, South Sea, Tahitian, and freshwater pearls. Akoya pearls are what many think of when considering classic jewelry pearls, though freshwater pearls are the most commonly produced and are highly popular among jewelry designers and consumers alike. Pearls are organic stones and quite delicate, so it's imperative to treat them with great care. They're vulnerable to humidity, and one should avoid letting them come into contact with cosmetics or perfumes. They should be the last adornment put on and the first one removed. Sweat can affect their luster, but this can be avoided by gently wiping them with a soft cloth. They should be stored separately from each other in a soft container to avoid scratching, but do be warned that long-term storage may cause them to dehydrate. So, did you learn something? While pearls do come from mollusks, they're not meat, so you probably shouldn't eat them. I admit that the round ones look like they'd have a nice crunch, so I'll rate them at a 3 out of 10 on the yummy meter. That said, they're not for eating, so please don't do it. What would you rate pearls? Let me know in the comments. Anyway, I hope these lustrous jewels are a bit more appealing to you now. Join me next time for information on alexandrite, June's third birthstone. Until then,